Hey guys, welcome to SilvaCast. This is a podcast made by an English learner to other English learners to help you to speak English with confidence, without any fear, without any hesitation. This is the first episode, and I am so excited about it. So, if you are not a member of this channel yet, if you are not subscribed, please click the button below and subscribe to this channel. Help this podcast to grow and show more people that yes, it's possible to speak English. And I'm here doing this because I believe if I can do it, you can do it too. I believe that you can speak English very confidently, but some things are holding you back. So in this podcast, this podcast will help you to unlock these skills because I will bring English teachers, I will bring students that already overcome those challenges and they are speaking English now. So this is a place for the family, for English learners from all over the world can have, motivation, can have resources and everything they want. You will see here in this podcast to help you to gain confidence and speak English with no more fear. Okay, so if you are not subscribed yet, please click the button. And one more thing, put in the comment below, I can do it, because I know you can do it. If I am doing now, you can do it too. I'm not a special person. I just had some challenge that I overcome, and I want to overcome those challenges too. Okay. First, before we start the podcast, I want to speak about something very, very cool. I am honored to announce that this podcast is sponsored by Speak English with Tiffani Academy. If you don't know yet who Teacher Tiffani is, man, you need to see her. You need to know her because if I'm speaking English now, it's because of her. She's an amazing teacher. She has a great academy that have people all over the world speaking English with confidence. And if you are not a member yet, I want to encourage you to become a member today. So Speak English with Tiffani Academy is sponsoring this episode. And if you want to get a great discount, click the first link below in the description and get your discount. Speaking a little bit more about the daily English lesson membership, that is one of the programs that Teacher Tiffani has in her academy. This program is special for people that are intermediate English learners, So if you are on Send Me Now, you are an intermediate English learner, so it's for you. And this program will help you to unlock the advanced English level. In other words, right now you are in the intermediate English level and you want to become an advanced English learner, an advanced English speaker. So if you want to achieve this level, this is the right academy, this is the right program you need, because there you will have classes every single day. You have classes to teaching you a special skill about speaking skills, about American culture, about vocabulary, not grammar, but idioms, phrasal verbs, vocabulary, everything you need to overcome the challenges you have now and speak great English in a few months. So every single day of the year, you have a lesson in your inbox. And beside that, you have weekly live classes with her. You have the opportunity to practice with other students all the time. You have Zoom meetings with other English learners. You have special sessions to develop your skills. So believe me, if I'm speaking English now, is because Speak English with Tiffani Academy. It's because this program that I become a member a few years ago, and now I am able to do a podcast like this, that is for English learner, is something very, very cool. So I'll put the link there. Click the link below and join us. You will see me there as a student. I'll be there with you. I'll help you as well. So if you want to become part of this family, this amazing family, join us today with a great discount. Don't miss out. So I'll see you there. Okay. Guys, today I have a special guest. She's a great friend. She's a very smart woman. She's a journalist. She works on the TV. Man, she's amazing. She's a very intelligent person. And for me, it's a great honor to have today my special guest for this first episode, Elza Hajiyeva from Azerbaijan. And I hope you guys can enjoy this episode as I am. So welcome my great friend, Elza Hajiyeva. Hey Elza, how are you doing?
Hey Fred, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Please let me know, what about you?
I'm doing great. I'm better now because we are talking. And first of all, I just want to say thanks for accept my invitation and to be here talking to other students. And I know this conversation is going to be very good, very valuable, and will help all the students to get confidence to speak in English. Because I know your journey was not easy, but you achieved it. You are doing a great job. So let's get started. And for those that don't know you, Elza, I want you to introduce yourself for everybody.
Okay. Firstly, I want to say that it's my pleasure. I think right now it's afternoon in Brazil, but here in Azerbaijan, it's evening. Also, we have 7 hours differences between us, between Brazil and Azerbaijan. It's so good to see you again and talking to you. By the way, I want to say that I'm very excited about our today's meeting because, it's the first time that I'm joining the meeting like that as a guest. I hope and I believe that this conversation will be more useful, and I think that it will be more, how to say, more useful for those who will watch this video. And thank you so much again for giving me an opportunity like that. Okay. Let me please introduce myself. I'm Elza Hajiyeva from Baku. You can simply call me Elza. I live in Baku, the capital city of Azerbaijan. I'm 21 years old. I'm a student, and I study in Baku at the Academy of Public Administration under the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan. I'm fourth grade right now. Next year, I will graduate. And please let me also mention that my profession is state and public affairs, but although I have never studied journalism, but right now I've been working on TV as a journalist for the second year. You know about that. And I love my job. I love journalism. And I think that's it about me. If you have any question, you can ask.
Good. It's interesting because you are a journalist. You work as a journalist. You are used to interview other people, and now you are in an interview, but you're not the host. You are being interviewed. So tell us a little bit about your job. I know you work on TV. For me, it's very exciting because I don't know anybody else that work on TV, and I think this is so exciting. What is your job on TV in Azerbaijan? What do you do there?
Okay. Firstly, I was presenter of program which is called Political View on TV. This program continues even now. Please let me give a little bit of information about this program to my international friends. Yeah, it's about political issues, political topics that each program we invite guests like the beauty, like political scientists, and etc. Like that, and we discuss political problems on the agenda. Later on, I became the news presenter. Every day, I was presenting news in the evening, and I know you couldn't understand anything, but you were watching me on the Facebook, and every time you were motivating and supporting me. Really, to be honestly, it was stimulating me, and I'm glad, and I want to thank to you for that. Till now, I prepared so many topics for TV. However, I should note that the plots I prepared regarding the 44th Day Patriotic War Occupy is a special place for me in my work. Yeah, that's it. If you allow me, I want to talk about it and bring some information to the attention of my international friends because it's related with my country's history and most important topic that I must talk. Yeah.
And it's really important to say that you work on TV in Azerbaijan. You speak in Azerbaijan language, not English. But in your career, I think it's so important to speak English because right now you are presenting a program and is not in English, but of course you can get information from other you can get information of news from other parts of the world, and it should be in English, right? So yeah. I want to ask you, how important is English in your life, in your career, and when did you decide to start to study English? Tell me a little bit about your English learning journey and how can you use that in a daily basis?
Okay, I think that English is more important in my life. I started to learn English to improve my speaking skills in Teacher Tiffani course. I want to mention that, yeah, really. And I think that it's important also in my country, also others' country, because English is a global language, the world's language. And if you want to improve yourself, you need to learn English. You need to speak English. Yeah. So important. I think English is so important because it's again, I want to say that it's the language of international communication, the media, the internet. I work as a journalist on the media. That's the reason I think that. That's why I think that speaking in English increases your chances. For example, maybe getting a good job, meeting new friends in your education, for example, also in business and etc. For example, in my life, speaking English has made me a friend like you. As I mentioned in the beginning of our conversation, although we have many distances between us, when we start to talk to each other, we feel so happy, so good. By the way, I want to say that we acquainted with Fred in Teacher Tiffany's English speaking course. From here, by the way, I want to send my greetings and good wishes to my dear teacher, to the best teacher, Tiffani. Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned Tiffani in this journey because she's amazing. I am doing this podcast because of her. She encouraged me to do that. When I told her about this idea, She got
How
so
nice.
excited, and she said, "Fred, you can do it. I totally believe in you. You have the capacities you need. You have everything you need. So just do it." And that gave me encouragement to do that. And now this is a reality. And by the way, if you want to improve your English, Teacher Tiffany is sponsoring this podcast. So if you want to
Nice.
speak English for real, I'll put the link in the description. So just click and join us. I'll be there too. So it's amazing. My English right now, I speak English because of her, and I totally believe that you can do it the same. Speaking about what you said one thing very interesting. That is, when you speak English, you increase your chance, in to get a better job or to improve your career. And I totally believe in that, because when opportunity come, you need to be prepared. So if you are not prepared when a good opportunity comes, for example, if you want to get a good job, but you don't speak English, for example, right now, and then an opportunity comes and you need to speak English to get the job. So you will lose that opportunity just because you are not prepared. So to be prepared is one of the most important things to get good opportunities when they come to you, and don't miss anything. English for me was a game changer in my life. I noticed that for Elsa it's the same. She's improve your career. She's doing great things. She will be a master degrees as well. She didn't told us, but I know that. And English is so important. It's crucial to have these opportunities. So if you're stuck in your English, if you want to improve, keep studying, because this is a thing that you really need to do, and it's not so hard as people say. You just need to focus and have the good tools to do that. So Elsa, thanks for share a little bit about this. I really appreciate that.
My pleasure, Fred. I'm sorry. I want to mention that if you remember, when I first started speaking English, I was afraid and embarrassed to make mistakes. Do you remember?
I remember. I
Yeah,
totally remember.
but you and teacher Tiffany gave me self-confidence about it. One day, teacher Tiffany said to me that, Elsa, don't afraid to make mistakes. And you also said to me that it's a normal. Teacher Tiffany said that it's normal, Elsa. Believe me, you can't imagine that how valuable thing it is that you try to explain something to me in my own language, in English. It's amazing. That's why I'm interested. I'm interested in to focus on understanding you, not about your grammar. After that day, my life is really changed. And now, despite of making a lot of grammar mistakes, I'm trying to speak with you in English. Yeah, that's it.
Amazing, amazing. I love that. And I remember that I said, don't worry about mistakes, because these mistakes will help you to improve. And with me, it was the same. We are here talking in English, but we are making mistakes. People can see that, but those mistakes don't stop us to do it. It's challenging to be here speaking in English. It's not easy, because a lot of people will see this, and we can get embarrassed or with shame, but it doesn't matter. We are doing, and this is the most important thing. Teddy Tiffin said once to me a really important thing. You don't need to be afraid of to make mistakes. You just need to do it again and again, and then you will improve. So those mistakes can stop you, but you don't need to be stopped by them. So thank you for saying that. It's really important. I think for those that are watching us right now, to be aware that mistakes is part of the process. of English learning journey. So you will make mistakes for your whole life. Even native English speakers, they make mistakes as well. Not like us, but they make mistakes, and they don't stop to talk because despite those mistakes. So keep doing.
Yeah. All right.
And I want to ask you this. Why did you decide to study English? What was the reason you noticed that English was important for you and you need to speak it? How was that? And when did you start? How many time ago?
I saw that people who are, how to say, please give me a minute please. People in Azerbaijan, I saw that people in Azerbaijan try to learn English, try to speak in English. You know, in Azerbaijan, Russian language is more
popular
by more popular, more speaking by people, but English is not. But youth people try to speak English, try to learn English, try to speak English and go to abroad to get good job and to improve themselves.
To study abroad as well, I think.
Yeah, to study abroad as well, to work abroad as well. That's the reason I think that I need to learn English. It's important.
How old you are at that time?
At that time, I was 19.
Wow, good.
When I decided to improve my speaking skills in English.
When I look at you speaking 19. English, sorry.
Sorry.
I was saying that when I look at you speaking in English, you are 21 right now. I am 38. I think, man, I wait so much to start to study because, now I can speak English, but I could speak English for, a long time ago, but I didn't notice that it was important at that time when I was like, in the age you are right now. If I had the chance to study at that time, my English is going to be so much better now. So time is important. If you think, I can do it next year, you will just procrastinate and you will don't achieve your goals. So it doesn't matter if you are a teenager or if you are young or if you are old. Right now is the right time to start. Don't wait much longer because this will make you regret in the future. So I'm not regret right now, but I think, if I did it before, it'd be better for me. So I think it's important to mention.
Yeah, right.
So you start to study English when you are 19 years old. You are very excited about it. But it's not a long time ago. I think you progressed very fast. So tell me a little bit about your journey. You went to an English school. How you start to study English in Azerbaijan?
On YouTube, there are so many videos about learning English. There are so many different ways of learning English. Is more, I try to learn by them, by these ways, and I saw that no, I couldn't learn English. I couldn't speak. When you start a new language, you need to live it, to live with this language. You need to speak native speakers. That's the reason I decided to go to course. I researched on internet and I saw teacher Tiffani's course. I joined this course for the month and I try to speak with foreigners. With native speakers, and I saw that it's really how to say. Um, I'm sorry. It's really important
Challenging.
to
Okay.
contact with native speakers. Yeah.
I think the same. I started to study English before, but I was like, when I noticed that, okay, it's not easy to learn, but I will try. And I started to notice that it's better when you study with a native English speaker, because you have access to, how can I say? You have access to a way to speak very natural, and you can get pretty close to the way they speak. You can get the same. So I decided to do the same thing. I decided to study with a native English speaker because I want to sound like them. And I think it was a great decision. And but in your case, I noticed that okay, you start to study with a native English teacher, but you had a little English before, right? You study English at school or something, because when you just start, it's not possible to speak with a native English teacher or something. Did you have English classes before?
Before, I was only focused on about my grammar. That's the reason I couldn't speak English. After that, I decided to improve my vocabulary. I tried to learn new phrasal verbs, exactly sentences in English, and so I saw that I can speak English for that.
And you start to speak English with,
I started to speak English by phrasal verbs. I tried to use them. For example, I learned a new phrasal verbs and I tried to use it with native speakers. Got it? Yeah.
Yeah, this is important.
This
Sometimes
is an
we
effective way to learn English, I think.
I like that too, because if you learn but you don't use it, nothing happen. Nothing is going to happen. You have that knowledge, but you don't use it. It's for nothing, right?
Yeah.
So I like to study this way too, like learn, use it, because when you are using, we get more confident doing, using that phrasal verb or that expression or that vocabulary. So with me,
I think practice is more important. If you don't practice what you learn, you will forget them. You will forget them, and that means you waste of your time.
Yeah, you said something that I totally agree about grammar, and I want to dive in a little bit in grammar. How do you think it's important? Do you think it's not important? How was your experience studying grammar, and how this improve your English or not? About grammar, what do you think about grammar?
What I think about grammar, yeah. I think
it's kind of a controversial topic. Some people say it's really important. Some things say, it's not important like that. So there are teachers that say that. The other teachers say, no, don't worry about grammar in the beginning. It's kind of a controversial topic, but I want to know from you, in your experience.
Before we acquainted to each other, grammar is more important. If you don't know grammar, you can't speak. If you want to speak fluently, you need to learn grammar exactly. But after we acquainted each other, I joined to the teacher Tiffani's course. I saw that grammar is not important. You need to know about a little bit something grammar in English, but it's not important. It's not crucial to speak in English with native speakers. To how to say? Um,
I think it is because, for example,
yeah,
just for example, when you are a child, you are learning Azerbaijan language, right? But nobody, your parents didn't tell you, Elsa, this is the grammar about when you are saying something, you didn't use this structure. They don't do that. They just talk to you, and you didn't understand it at the beginning because you just a baby. But with the time, the language starts to go inside of your head, and the patterns and the structures are going to you naturally. So, and then you start to speak as a native of your language, but you don't need to think about this. I think with English needs to be the same. Even if you are an adult and you are learning English, over your 30s or something, when you don't focus in grammar, you take off a big barrier that you could have. Like you just focus in speaking, communication. And this is the most important part. Of course, with the time, we need to learn about grammar because, when you are working, for example, I work as an internet marketer. I need to write emails and everything in English. I don't, I need to write perfectly. I can't make mistakes, grammar mistakes, but I just start to study grammar later when I was able to talk and not before.
Everything is in our brain. If you try to think in English, you will speak easily. And I think that for that, learning phrases, phrasal verbs, not only words, phrasal verbs, idioms, sentences in English, they will help you to speak English easily. And if you try to think in English in your brain.
Yeah, yeah. And how about the challenges you face in your journey? For you, what was the main challenge you had in the past? Like one thing that was holding you back, and you overcome, and now you are speaking so much better. How was the main challenge you had in your English learning journey?
I think that I will try. I will learn more about English because I think that I don't know everything about English, of course, exactly. But right now, I try to improve my speaking skills, to communicate with foreigners, with native speakers. That's the reason I didn't stop to learn English. I am, how to say, I'm continuing to learn English.
Good, good. So your challenge was speaking, right? You have English inside your head, but you're not able to to put in words. Open your mouth and speak naturally. So it was that.
My challenge, my main purpose is to speak fluently in English. That's the reason I'm working hard about that.
Good, good. People in Azerbaijan, a lot of people speak English in your country, or not so much?
Um, I think not so much. People can speak English. Almost people can speak Russian in Azerbaijan.
Good. It's the same in Brazil. In Brazil, before the World Cup in 2014, only 3% of population speak English. Mm-hmm. And because of the World Cup, people start to learn because of work and everything. So the number increased for 5%. So right now, 5% of population in Brazil speak speak English, but we have over than 200 million people here. So it's almost nothing, you know. It's just a few people speak English here. For example, close to me, I don't know anybody that speak English fluently. And this is sad because, you know, right now you have a lot of resources. You have YouTube, you have English courses online, you have good opportunities to speak. But even with these resources, people are not able to do that. And I think Azerbaijan, it may be similar.
I
That's
think that comparing with Brazil and Azerbaijan, for example, close to me, many people can speak English.
Many people?
Yeah, close to me. I think that comparing with Brazil, most people can speak in English in Azerbaijan.
Yeah, but you need to pay attention that you live in the capital of Azerbaijan.
Yeah. I live in Baku, the capital city of Azerbaijan.
I don't live in a big city here. In big cities, people are not able to speak English, but in the small cities, in small towns, no, almost anybody do that. So yeah, I think it's similar, but I think in Azerbaijan, in small towns, could be a little different because you know those that live in the capital, they need English for work and everything, but those that live in the countryside, maybe they are not. They don't see the how important is speak English and how important could be for their lives. Of course, Azerbaijan has a different population of Brazil. I think it's less people than here. It's huge. A lot of people live here, but unfortunately, just a few part of those people speak English. But this is changing, and this podcast is, you know, to help more people to do that, not just Brazilian, but people all over the world. Because for this reason, we are doing that in English. So, and I'm so proud to be part of this.
I'm proud of too.
Good. Well, you work on TV. I know you has changed your channel a few days ago, and I'm so proud of you. I see your videos and I like that. And my question is, are you able to use English at work or not so much? How this happened to you in your job environment?
Not so much. Not so much. I can't use my English on my work, but sometimes I need to speak in English. You know, right now I'm working with Turkish company, Turkish channel. Sometimes I can't understand what they want to say. That's the reason in that time I tried speaking English with them to understand.
Ah, good. Wow. So you use English in your job, so this is amazing.
But not so much. Yeah.
Not now, but as I said, you are prepared. When a better opportunity comes and you need English to get it, you will get it because you are prepared.
Yeah. Right.
Good. Amazing. Well, Elza, tell me a little bit about
my country.
About your country. Yeah, you are good. So I'm curious because, you know, a few years ago, I didn't know nothing about Azerbaijan because we didn't have information about it here. So and I saw on TV that your country is like opening to the world, like in the tourism area, and people are seeing more your country, and they are coming there, you know, to visit the place and everything. So I want to how is this for you guys? How tell me a little bit more about Azerbaijan, because this country is kind of
so can bring some information, some interesting information to the attention of my international friends about my hometown about Azerbaijan. Yeah, I'm from Azerbaijan and I live in Baku, the capital city of Azerbaijan. Some of you may have heard about it or even visited here. I want to share with you some interesting news about my motherland. Azerbaijan is also known as a land of fire and located in Eurasia. Most people are Muslim here, but despite of it, Azerbaijan is a multicultural country, open to the world. And here we have multicultural environment and people are tolerant. Azerbaijan people are tolerant, very hospitable, and we live together peacefully. I hope one
Good.
day you have chance to visit here.
Me too. Me too, because I love travel. I love travel. Of course, it's pretty far away from me. We are 7 hours of difference, but I love
Yeah.
travel. I love food. I love I love culture. I think if you want to know a country or a people, you need to know about their culture, about language, about food, about personality. And you said that you guys are very outgoing and you are very friendly. I think is really close to a Brazilian personality.
I
Brazilians
think
are
that we are
yeah,
similar for that. I think also Brazilian people are so friendly, so how to say sociable,
totally.
community friendly, hospitable. I think that it's how to say a similar thing between us.
Yeah, the same. I think it is because we are hospitality people. If you know Brazilian, in a few time you are like the best friend. You can talk about everything. You can do everything together. So
I know
Brazilians
it's because of you.
really good, good. Yeah, and this is not just me, of course. It's not everyone, but the biggest part of people in Brazil is like that. They are open. They are open and warm person. We like to be close. We like to talk. We like to be in groups. So I'm happy that in Azerbaijan you guys are similar because I told you that I don't know a lot about your country, but it's good when you see people that it's similar to you. So this is amazing, and
Yeah. Tourists
I
like mostly Azerbaijan to visit here, our culture, our people. Yeah, Azerbaijan. How to say? Um, I'm sorry. Azerbaijan attracts tourists' attention for that.
yeah, I saw a video speaking about that, and the guy was a Brazilian, and he said this country is amazing. It's not expensive to travel to there,
Yeah.
and food is good. People are amazing, and that caught my attention. It was before I met you. I have heard about your country. So
You know,
speaking about, sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. There are different reasons for visiting Azerbaijan. For example, 9 out of 11 world climatic zones are found here. The largest salty lake of the planet, which is called Caspian Sea,
Wow.
is located
Oh
here.
yeah.
And I think historical, traditional, and modern architecture, uh,
Wow.
from
This is
Baku.
one thing that I fall in
Yeah,
love with Azerbaijan. Uh,
yeah.
the mix of old
Modern and
things,
historical. Oh,
and
yeah.
yeah, for me is amazing. I
And
saw
of course,
a few
yeah,
pictures.
yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And I think, of course, a unique, delicious national cuisine and very hospitable kind people of Azerbaijan attracts the attention of the tourists.
Yeah, yeah. This character is about mix and between the old things and the modern
Modern,
one.
yeah.
Do you think is a characteristic just of your city, or other cities in Azerbaijan have the same style?
Yeah, have the same style other cities also.
Good, good. It's kind of a, can I say, it's kind of a personality of, the cities. I like that. I like that.
Thank you.
I'm passionate about history. I love to be, old churches, old buildings, and everything that was historical. I'm passionate about it, and this caught my attention when I saw Azerbaijan for the first time, because I noticed that okay, there are new things, modern things, but they preserve their history, and this is really important for country, for for people, and for their culture too.
Yeah. And
Tell me,
I want to mention that also Azerbaijani cuisine is unique. Our cuisine, our national foods are so delicious.
I will ask about this. I will ask about food there, because I love food. I love food, and I think you guys have different foods than we have here. Tell me what is the most famous dishes in Azerbaijan that everyone that goes there. For example, when I go to Azerbaijan, you say, Fred, you need to taste this. What should be this dish?
Okay.
Dish.
Firstly, I want to say that the cuisine of Azerbaijan is one of the ancient, rich, and delicious cuisines in the world. We have so many delicious dishes. I'll talk some of them for you. For example, one of the most popular dishes of the Azerbaijani cuisine is like how to say, called plov. Plov.
Plov.
Or yeah, plov or ash. You say, yeah, you can simply call it like that. Azerbaijani cuisine has several types of plov. Ingredients include lamb, chicken, sour and sweet fruits, vegetables, pumpkin, chestnuts, greenery, and so on.
My mouth is watering now.
And I think that in Azerbaijan, most famous dish is a plov. It's so delicious. Another remarkable national dish in Azerbaijan cuisine is lavangi. It's a fish or chicken stuffed with walnuts, onions, and various condiments and baked in the oven.
Wow.
You asked that when I visit Azerbaijan, you recommend to eat which one, which food you recommend to eat. I think that it's kebab. This is the name for barbecue in Azerbaijani. It's so tasty dishes. The most delicious, I think, food dish in Azerbaijan. It includes meat just baked on how to say baked on barbecue. It has different forms. For example, yule kebab, tikka kebab, khan kebab, and etc. We have different types. Also, in our cuisine, we have different types of dolma.
What is dolma?
Dolma is stuffed with grape leaves, cabbage, for example, eggplants, tomatoes, bell peppers, and even fruits, such as, for example, apple and queens occupy a special place in the Azerbaijani cuisine, dolma. I think most popular, famous, and these are them.
I can see that you guys put a lot of different things in food. Like you like to have a mix of ingredients, and this is good. I think with the right ingredients, the food gets so much tasty, and I like that. I'm curious about something. what is the? Do you guys have a type of food that you eat every single day? For example, in Brazil, we eat rice every single day. The most part of people eat rice every day. We It's our main meal. We have beans, we have meat, we have chicken, but in different days. But every single day we eat rice. In your case, in Azerbaijan, do you guys have like a main ingredient that you guys use in everything?
Um, Let me think about it. I think every single day we eat egg and meat. Azerbaijan people like meat so much.
He's the same. He's the same. Meat
Yeah,
every day.
yeah. I think
If
it's meat.
you are not a vegetarian or if you're not a vegan, you eat meat every day here.
Yeah, I don't like meat so much,
I
but
love it.
really,
Yeah, yeah,
most Azerbaijan people like meat so much,
yeah. I love
and
barbecue.
in their daily food, daily dishes.
I was saying that I like barbecue and I love to eat that. And
Yeah, I think the barbecue is unique, I think.
yeah, you talk about kebab, and I already taste kebab here in Brazil. I think it's not the same. Maybe yours is better, but it's good. I like it. I taste with meal, with chicken, with other ingredients, and it looks delicious. There are a long time I don't eat, but I like it. For me, it's kind of a healthy, a little healthy meal,
Yeah,
and the taste is good. It's good to have this
but
dish.
so much delicious.
Yeah, it's not common in Brazil, but I have tasted a few times, and I
Oh,
like it.
nice.
Well, my friend, I need to ask you a few questions before we leave. I have a few curious to know about it. For example, do you have a favorite word in English? A word that, okay, this word for me is wonderful, it's beautiful. Do you have one?
I'm sorry, can you repeat again, please?
I ask you if you have a favorite word in English.
Favorite word?
Yeah.
Um, I think that my favorite word is friend.
Is
I like
what?
friend. I
Friend.
like this word so much. I don't know why, but I like it so much. Friend.
Good. Maybe it's because of the meeting, right? Friend is a good thing, so maybe it's because of that.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like me. I have one favorite.
What about you? Please
Uh,
let me
is unstoppable. For me, it's because of the meaning. Unstoppable is a person that nobody can stop. Then, so I like the meaning, and I like this word
know.
too. It is really strong, and I like the meaning.
Nice.
Do you seem to be a very intelligent woman, a very you like to study, and I'm curious about you. Do you have a favorite book, even if it's in English or not? Do you have a favorite one?
Thank you so much for your compliments, for your kind words. Yeah, of course, I like reading so much. I like mostly our literature. My favorite, yeah, I have my favorite book, but it's in Azerbaijan language. It's how to say, it's about our literature. I don't know if you want. I can say the name of it.
Yeah, please.
Okay, it's Jafar Jabbarlı's book of Jafar Jabbarlı. He was yeah writer. Uh, he's so famous in Azerbaijan. Mostly, I think that everyone likes her how to say stories, books, and yeah, he's my
It's about
favorite.
Is
writer,
it
and
about what? The book is about what?
it's about love. Uh, yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, interesting, really interesting. But how to say? Please let me check the word. Uh, unloved love, about unloved love.
Ah, I like the meaning. In Azerbaijan, of course, I didn't understand anything. It's really hard to to recognize any sound in your own language. It's really different from English and from other language that I know. It's totally different. And but it's fun to see the sounds and
Uh,
how the
yeah,
sound
yeah.
it's represented.
By the way, I also read other countries' writers. For example, I read Jack London. For example, I don't know if you read. I like Jane Eyre.
No,
Uh,
I don't know him.
Jane Eyre. Yeah, I think it's so, how to say, so good book, and also my favorite book.
Is also your favorite?
Also
Yeah,
in world.
I'd like to have more time to read because is a thing that I learned to like. I didn't like to learn before, and then when I grew up and I noticed how important it is, I get like more passionate about read. Right now, I don't have a lot of time to read, but I like to read as well. So
Yeah,
uh,
it's so important in our life, I think.
yeah, totally. And in English is important too because you can, learn grammar from the books without studying grammar. For example, I have learned, I have read a few books of marketing in English, and this helped me to get more vocabulary, to get more, to see
Of
more
course,
the
exactly.
structures and everything. So reading is important. It's a pity for me. It's a shame to don't have so much time to do that because I like it. But I can see that you love books and you maybe read a lot or
Yeah,
not.
yeah, I love reading.
Good. How about movies? Do you have a favorite movie? You like movie or series?
Um, I I don't watch the movies mostly frequently. Uh, my hobbies are reading book, to play piano, to
Yeah,
research. Yeah,
this is good. This is good. You said something
I don't
that
like.
I like it. You
I
play very well
I
piano.
well, yeah, I think that I need to watch some movies because they told something about life to us. But I don't know why I can't watch movies.
Yeah, because of time. You're right.
Yeah, because of
So
that.
you spend more time reading than watching because it's your hobby. You like to do this more. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Elsa, before we leave, I just want to ask you about if you if you are with English learning, if an English student right now, what do you say to them? Just a word or a phrase or a tip that you can give for another student about English. What do you should say?
Okay. Please let me a minute. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Okay. I want to say to English learners that don't be discouraged in this way. Don't stop to learn English. I think one day you will achieve your goals. Uh, as I mentioned, different ways of learning English is more. If you focus on only about grammar, you can't speak. to be honestly, you can't speak. Uh, Everything is in your brain. If you try to think in English, you will speak easily. And I recommend to English learners, please learn phrases in English, not only words, to improve your vocabulary. Learn phrasal verbs, learn idioms, maybe sentences in English, and listen more to different podcasts in English. I think these are the more effective ways to learn English easily. Yeah, that's it.
Wow. I love it. I love it. Just this tip can help people to move forward because a lot of people are very worried about grammar. They try to learn one word, another word, just without context. And I think this doesn't help to improve because you can't use just words to speak English. You need phrases, you need sentences, you need expressions, you need different things to speak, not words, because words separate, just words in separate context doesn't mean anything, and you need to learn like a package and learn and use it, learn and use it,
I think the main,
put in and put out.
yeah, I think that the main thing is that learn and practice to improve your speaking skills.
Yeah, I like it. I love it. And your English is getting so much better. I think you have been practiced lately.
It it will be more better in the future.
Good, good, good. Well, Elsa, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for sharing with us a little bit about your country, about your culture, about your experience learning English, about your life. I really appreciate our time together. I hope this episode can help more people to improve their English. They can get confidence that they can notice that they can do it because it's not impossible to speak English. You guys are here seeing two foreigners, one person from Brazil, another person from Azerbaijan, speaking in English. Of course, not perfectly, but we are improving all the time. We are getting better because we don't have fear to speak. We know that the mistakes are part of the process, and if you continue to study and don't give up, you will achieve your goals for sure. So I hope this podcast and this episode can help you. Elsa, thanks again. I want to, if you want to say something at the end, please go ahead.
My pleasure, Fred. Thank you so much again for giving me an opportunity like that. And I hope and I really believe that these podcasts will be more useful for English learners.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate our conversation, and I hope we can talk in another opportunity. Talk to you later. And guys, enjoy this episode. I hope you can share with your friends. You can subscribe to the channel if you are interested to get more resources to speak a better English. So stay with us, and I'll see you in the next episode. See you there. Bye bye.